Hi, this is Valerie, and this is part 2 of video about growth hacking. This video is about how you are going to organize a sprint of a growth marketing team. And let's go straight to the business. A sprint actually consists of 5 main stages. Well, number 1. Definitely, it all starts with generating the ideas. Yeah, you remember the mountain I was telling about you? Yeah, so at the very beginning of the sprint, you're going to compose the mountain of ideas, hypotheses, to generate throughout the sprint. After all the ideas are compiled somewhere, you're going to have a meeting to discuss the ideas and pitch them. So you're going to refresh the backlog and to pick and choose what you're going to work with during the sprint. Once you've groomed the backlog of ideas, you're going to go to the teams that are connected with the ideas, like the marketing, the product, the sales team, and you're going to let them know that you start working on the ideas that probably might change the future of those teams. So you're going to synchronize on it. Then it's time for initiating the hypo with all the possible means, but very much affordable ones. And definitely the sprint finishes with the analytics of everything that's been done during the sprint. Now let's dive into the details. So the very first step of the growth sprint is actually generating the ideas. That is the most creative step and the step where you can be really brave because you're going to air all the possible crazy ideas. Each member of the growth team can generate from 8 to 14 hypos. You can get the ideas for growth sprint from anywhere in the world, from the experience of other company, from the previous experience of your company, from the sales team, from the product team, from the experience of the competitors, from anywhere. But again, you're just listing all the ideas, and after that you're going to have a meeting where you have to pitch your ideas. The pitching is also a framework, and you're not going to stand in front of your team and tell about your idea during half an hour. No. So there is a certain formula you're going to focus on. Well, the formula of any hypo is the following. If we do this, then we receive that. While working on a hypo and while pitching your hypo, you're going to pay attention to a few of the things. First of all, how much time you need for implementing the hypo, what type of resources you need for it. Also, what metrics are going to be influenced by this hypo, and how in general the hypo is going to affect the business. And of course, what you need for the implementation, that may be a landing page, a visual for the ad, that may be probably a video. Well, whatever you need, you just should be aware of all the resources you need to make this hypo real. So once all the teams of a growth team are all together, they're going to pitch the ideas to each other. And during the pitching, you're going to choose 15, not more, not less, 15 hypos to test during the sprint. Once the hypos have been chosen, you're going to see what teams would be affected by the hypo. If your hypo is going to affect the activities of a sales team, you're going to go to the sales team and say, hey, we're going to do something that is going to change your life forever. And you do the same with all the other teams that your hypos are connected with. So once you have been set up with all the theory, you start the production. So you start creating the landing pages, you start working on the lead magnets, you start working on the Instagram stories probably. Well, whatever your hypos are about, you're going to just start and work on them. But remember, those should be pretty much affordable, pretty cheap, and one hypo is not more than 6 hours. Remember this golden rule. So during testing the hypo, you're going to watch closely what results you get. So please be aware of all the analytics. The analytics system is well configured, and you get all the metrics paid attention to, you get everything tracked, you get all the notifications on, and you are reacting to all the notifications. For example, with our team, we have Slack notifications. Once we get leads from the growth hacking team, and those leads are passed pretty quick to the sales team. Yeah, and the sales team knows that, hey, that's from the growth team. So you were right. All right, so your hypos are being tested, you are watching the results, and you are tracking everything. Probably you're using Kanban board or any other place where all the information is kept and any person can actually see what hypo is being tested at the moment. And once the time over for hypo, you're going to measure if it's been effective or not. So what are you going to do once your hypo has been proven to be effective? You're going to take this golden hypo and pass it to the team that is going to work with it further on. So they're going to put it into the production, yeah, and they're going to add it to the daily routine or weekly routine, well, whatever. But they are already aware of the fact that this hypo is something that changes the metrics positively, which means you shouldn't abandon that, right? You should just enhance it. Well, in case the hypo is not successful, you just understand, well, yeah, that is experience. That is something we are thankful for, and that is something that we are just not going to do in the future anymore. That's it. Okay, that's what a sprint of a growth team looks like. And that is actually something very intensive, very exciting, and has the spirit of a business owner. Yeah, like you're changing something. You're working on the metrics, you're getting the results, or you just understand what doesn't work for your business. So generating ideas is cool, but getting them for free is much cooler. And we have prepared a present for you, so go and grab it in the comments. You can get the ton of hypos to generate in the free spreadsheet. Go and take it and start working on growth hacking your business. Don't forget to share in comments if you've been working on growth hacking or not, and if you have tested any ideas or not. Well, your experience is very much appreciated and welcome in the comments. See you in the next videos.